Friends, hi, Nitin Soni here. Welcome again. In the previous video that I created about how you can really stick to your New Year resolutions, one of the viewer posted a comment and I really liked it. Well, the comment was, and actually that comment forced me to create this video here. The comment was, this person wanted me to help him with a very unique thing, and the thing was, he said, so please help me about how do I set goals without really underestimating or overestimating myself. Did you get the question? The question was, how do I set goals without really underestimating or overestimating myself? Well, in this video, I'll try and answer his question. Well, I hope you are listening, my friend, the one who wrote that comment on YouTube. Well, here's the answer. Tell me one thing. What do you mean by overestimating? What exactly do you mean by overestimating? A lot of people, this is not the first time that I've come across this question. A lot of people ask this question to me and they said, how do I set goals and how do I set goals जो मैं easily achieve कर पाऊँ? You know, I shouldn't really overestimate myself कि मैंने, let's say for example, I've created 20 goals and I end up achieving only 8. That means I've been overconfident. That means मैंने कुछ ज़्यादा ही goals अपने लिए set कर दिए और मैं उनको achieve नहीं कर पाया. On the other hand, people say कि मैंने 8 goals set किए but I end up achieving 12. So that means I underestimated initially. So how should you set goals without really underestimating or overestimating yourself? What do you mean? You mean you really want to set your goals in realistic terms? Is that what you mean? I mean, क्या आपको अपने goals realistic terms पे set करने चाहिए? I mean, the question itself says that you don't want to be underestimating yourself. You don't want to be overestimating yourself. You got to be realistic, right? Is that what you want me to answer? Listen to me first. What do you mean you got to be realistic? अगर आप realistic रह गए, do you think you'll be able to achieve bigger goals in life? What do you mean that you don't really want to underestimate yourself or shouldn't overestimate? You should always be overestimating yourself. You should always be overestimating yourself. You should always be giving yourself challenging things. You should always be looking at challenging goals. If you think you are capable of achieving 12 goals, I tell you that you got to write 20 in your list. If you think that you can achieve 20 goals, I challenge you to write 40 in your list. You've got to always overestimate yourself. Why? Because you have tremendous power within you. You yourself have no idea what sort of power do you have inside you. In a unique sense, you know what? I was watching this movie Hulk with my son the other day and I realized that all of us are Hulk in our real sense, aren't we? हमें खुद को नहीं पता what is it that we are really capable of achieving. Just like Hanuman, you saw that video in which I said that Hanuman didn't know what he was capable of achieving. Then all the friends around him, remember the story from Ramayana? Jamvant and Angad and everybody reminded him what he was capable of. He didn't knew that he could really cross the entire ocean, but he eventually did, right? That's exactly true with you. That's exactly true with me. We got to overestimate ourselves. We got to give ourselves challenging goals. We got to tell ourselves, hey, I am capable of achieving a lot more. So if you are only targeting passing your exam, you got to give yourself the target to achieve a rank. It doesn't matter if you get that rank or not. At least you tried. Are you getting my point? At least you tried, and that's what really matters. If you are thinking about achieving and earning 1 lakh rupees per month, you got to think about achieving 10. And if you're planning about making 10 lakh rupees a month, you got to think about making 1 crore. Well, you've got to challenge yourself. If you're not really challenging yourself, you'll not be able to get the maximum out of your potential. And let me tell you, you have no idea what sort of potential you have. I know what sort of potential you have because I know my potential. In fact, I myself do not know my potential. Whatever I've achieved so far, my heart tells me that I'm capable of achieving 100 times more. Am I right or wrong? Well, you know in your heart that you're capable of achieving 10 times, 100 times more. But the question is, are you achieving? No. Why? Because there is self-doubt in you. Get rid of this self-doubt. What do you mean underestimating? You shouldn't be underestimating at all. You should always be overestimating. You should always think that if I'm capable of achieving 10 goals, you got to give yourself the 20 goals list that you should work on. Am I making sense to you? Well, think about it for a moment. Your potential is enormous. And if you're limiting your potential, you are really missing a trick here. Most of us, we keep riding our lives to bike on second gear without really realizing that there is third, there is fourth, there is fifth gear in our bike. Are you getting my point? So you've got to understand there's a lot more thing that you can achieve. Overestimate yourself. Try and put that sixth gear. Only when you realize there is no sixth gear, you'll realize, hey, I'm at the maximum potential. I'm riding my bike on fifth. Isn't that important? Isn't that incredible? Understand my point. Underestimating? No way. At least not if you watch my videos. But if you overestimate yourself, a thumbs up to you, because that's how you're going to get maximum out of your potential. Well, I hope you like my point of view. If you have any other question and you would really want me to answer that, I will be more than happy to create a video around your question. So I'm looking forward to see your comments. Thanks for watching for now, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.